Oh, everyone. What up, what up?
What's up, guys?
I'm pulling up. I got the Beam stream right here.
Beam.
The all chat. The all chats. I got two builds today. I have a custom. It's kind of like a Centurion, but it's more custom. Same case, similar parts. So that's going to be in a 216. We got X670E plus Wi-Fi, 7800 X3D, and a 4070 Ti Super. So amazing setup. And then next I have an Auxilia, which has some tier upgrades with it. But it's just going to be these two today, this morning. We're a little late on stream because cameras died, and the batteries were not charged. So we had to, but it's fine. Everything's fine. A little later stream's good too. Everyone's awake a little bit.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna move this stuff to the side.
Cobalt says I need the stream countdown to be able to go negative for my peace of mind. 2 proposed benefits. I still have something to watch count down. And second, I know how late Jacob is. This time it wasn't
Technically,
Jacob's
I
fault.
wasn't late. I was sitting here talking to Brent.
Yes.
We were yapping.
And his lateness wasn't his fault. I didn't tell him I started the stream until
I honestly
5
thought we were
minutes
starting
left.
at 11. I just assumed we didn't say anything to each
No,
other.
yeah, we did say, and then I figured out that I could just plug in
the camera.
The camera.
Oh. I was wondering where that wire came from. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, no side cam today, guys.
Oh.
I forgot to charge the camera batteries.
Turn off the stream.
No side cam, just main cam. This one's the important camera, anyways.
I think that's the benefit of having multiple cameras.
Yep.
Even if one goes out, it doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, it wasn't. There we go. Downloaded more 5090. As one should.
No side cam. Why are we even here?
Exactly.
What's up, Brewer 2? Download more 5090.
Cobalt, did you download more RAM for your server? I know you could do that.
We nerds get sidetracked.
I was talking
That's
about
true.
dumb bean coin.
Yeah, Jacob made 68 cents. 62 cents?
69.
69 cents.
Calm down.
Was it actually 69 cents?
So what's 69 cents?
Perfect time to pull out.
I invested into Elon Trump Bart coin. 26% gains. You know?
Big roller now.
Big roller. Looks like I'm getting dinner tonight.
I'm something of a day trader myself.
Yeah.
And I just need to do that 1,000 more times.
Yeah. There you go.
You'll have almost $7,000. Right?
As long as you keep doing it, you won't lose.
Exactly.
Just invest that paycheck.
Yeah.
Go put
I
it
saw a
in the
guy
bank.
attach
It's
his
not gonna do
really
it.
quick cloud storage setup to his PC and then somehow tell the computer to use a several petabyte drive as memory.
Day trader, as in you trade Pokemon cards? I have Pokemon cards. I'll trade. So I'm installing this NVMe right here. This is a Gen 5 lane, so we don't really need it for this drive. And the customer ever wants to add a Gen 5 drive, I wanted to have available. And then I didn't put it down here because this NVMe specifically runs very efficiently, and you don't need actually that crazy of cooling. It will just cool passively. It has its own like little graphite sheet that helps move stuff off the chiplet, but just passive airflow will cool the chip on the NVMe. was thinking about the other day. There's multiple CPUs in it. One in the power supply, one board, one in the GPU.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy to think about.
Right. That slot gets airflow from the GPU.
Yes, and any airflow going through the case,
Mm-hmm.
to the bottom, to the top.
Actually, I think don't the GPU fans suck in and
Yeah.
they blow out?
But it'll help move air still,
Oh yeah, I guess it's true.
passively. But we do download. So Kingston has a nice software for NVMe's. Every build, Drew will download the Kingston NVMe manager. It's nice for if Kingston releases firmware updates for a drive. Other than that, it's not really needed for the customer. But it's nice to know. So if I needed to remote check in, maybe the NVMe is overheating, we can see that on the device manager. Or if one's not being detected no longer, I can still go in there and we could probably try doing a firmware update on it or like revamp it.
What's it called?
Kingston NVMe Manager.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it works with other NVMe's.
Well, I have that Kingston Theory Renegade you gave me
Yeah.
from the sample or whatever.
Yeah.
I have that. I wonder if
I'll
there's
take that if you don't want it.
No, I'm using it right now.
It's collecting dust,
My main drive.
No. Yeah, but you could just do it. You probably won't have a firmware update. They barely ever do.
Oh, okay.
But it's nice to have.
Nice to have, yeah.
Yeah. It tells you the health of your drive too.
Oh,
So
really?
even if it's like maybe it's deteriorating for whatever reason, you don't know, it could tell you it's like moderate health,
Oh, okay.
anything. But it's a really nice program.
I'll check it out today. Travis from YouTube says, I'm trying to decide between the AMD Pelcast with the Radeon 7700 XT and the AMD Legionnaire with the Radeon 7800 XT.
Depending
My
on what you're
goal
gaming
is
for,
1440p.
I would say the Legionnaire.
Which would you recommend? Legionnaire.
I'd say the Legionnaire because the Legionnaire has a better i5 14600K versus the 14500. 14500 is awesome, but if you're doing 2K, you kind of need that GPU CPU combo to help boost everything. You could get it on the 14500.
He's doing the AMD Pelcast or AMD Legionnaire.
Oh, yeah.
So
then
that
it's
would
the 7600 versus what is that also 7600?
Let me check.
I believe it actually could be.
I don't remember. Pelcast is 7600X and Legionnaire
Is it 77X?
76. Oh yeah, 77 is Legionnaire. So it's a little bit better.
I would say go 7700X in the 7800 or
Yeah, the Legionnaire.
go Legionnaire. For specifically 2K, I believe it will just handle it better, and it'll also handle higher frames a lot better.
Hey, what's up, Steltech? Yes, this is Manny's build.
Any plans this weekend?
No.
It's probably gonna warm up a little bit now.
Yeah. It'll be nice. I hate walking outside and my pants like stiffen up because they're so cold. It sucks getting into the car. What's up, James? How's it going? What? It shouldn't say that anymore. I can almost guarantee they changed it. Unless it's included.
What did you do, Brad?
No, that one's fine. Is Beam wrong?
Bean.
Beam is not wrong. Where are you seeing the different stream titles, Cobalt? Oh, is it YouTube? Did I mess with YouTube's title? Ah, yeah, that was last time.
Wow, wow.
I didn't realize. Okay. Oops, that's not right. Forgot I changed. I don't usually mess with YouTube's. But I will change that right now. Alrighty. Should be updated now. We are in fact not watching or building a Y70. That was Wednesday.
Yikes.
Let's switch back to the front. What are your plans this weekend?
Probably try a little bit of hiking over the weekend since it'll be warmer. Go like the Hollows or something.
Nice.
Probably gonna go to the Dole tonight too. They have like an art show.
Where is it?
The Dole.
Oh, Dimension. That's pretty cool.
The Dole.
The dough. Yeah, it was a blue Y72 Cobalt. Check out the VOD. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I love the colored heights.
Oops, it's inside.
You already forgot this was like.
Yeah. It's one of those mornings. What's up, Astro Manny? How's it going, man? The start of your PC.
Playing Sea of Thieves last night.
Mm-hmm.
One, that game sucks for one reason only, is that if your friends are all on a galleon, they're full in their crew, you can't like join their seas and be on a sloop.
Yep.
They make it notoriously difficult to do that, and that is dumb. I thought the whole point of that game was supposed to be like open server seas.
Yeah, I think they do that to balance it out. So you can't have more than 4 people on a team.
Yeah, but then at least make like safe sails. I mean, you'd be able to do it.
Oh,
safer
like
sails.
like PvE only.
Yeah. Why is it so?
Yeah.
I actually ridiculously need to go to the bathroom, so we're gonna take a short break.
Cool.
Yeah.
Here,
I'll be
let's
really
back.
quick though.
The 7800 X3D got a 4070 Ti Super, 64 gigs of RAM, 6000 speed. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Are you serious? Jesus.
Someone's gonna buy it.
Someone will. Some stupid person will. What's up, cracked out sniper? How's it going, man? What's up, Rengix? Rengix? Yeah, thanks for stopping by, dude. Appreciate it. Call me Ren. All right, we'll do.
Can I call you Poppy? No. Did you see that Sonic movie?
Sonic 3?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't seen any of the Sonics.
I only saw the first movie.
I've heard they're really good, though.
Oh, really?
I've heard they're very good. Like Sonic 1, 2.
I heard 3. Well, how Jim Carrey, you're like, why'd you come back for the third?
Yeah.
Money.
I really needed money.
Yeah.
I love Jim Carrey.
Thing is, like, even if he's joking, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like Jim Carrey does not need money. Are you kidding? How much money? If he didn't have money, I would be concerned.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I wonder what his. Let me look up his net worth. I wonder. Jim Carrey net worth.
What's it say?
It just said he sold a $20 million mansion. Let's see. Nobody's. There we go. Hey, what's up, Jose? Everyone's saying that they're taking it serious, that he needed money.
Oh.
He's reported to have a net worth of 180 million.
I wonder what a guy like that spends his money on.
You right? I don't know if that's serious or not. Any plans to have a PC with an Intel B580? That's the Battle Mage, right? I heard they're hard to come by right now. Those graphics cards.
Oh, did
But
they
yeah.
already release?
Yeah, they came out December.
Oh, why did I not know that?
We haven't gotten any in shop yet. Test them out. But I heard that they're awesome. I've heard that they're very nice.
So this is all the case wires I'm doing right now. It's all these front panel connections.
What's up, Roman? This is a custom, Sean, and it does not have a 4090. It has a 4070 Ti. Here
Super.
are the parts. Super. Yep.
Super.
4070 Ti. Super.
Respect the name. Sorry about my coworker here.
Shut up.
A little early in the morning for him, even though he's probably been up since like 2.
Actually, no, I slept in till 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I woke up to my cat making biscuits on me,
Thanks.
wanting food. kind of like the pressure. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, 4070 Ti Super is an awesome card.
You know what? I will have to go grab the 12 volt here for this.
Oh, there isn't one on the desk?
No.
I thought there was
Where's
one.
the white one? I want a black one.
Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow. Sauget BK? Probably butchered that. But thanks for following us. How's it going? What's everybody up to this weekend? Anything fun? Yeah, the front of this case. What are these 180s, right? And the
Yes.
216, yeah. Just say broski. All right, I can do that. Oops.
Check my art coin. It's so funny, dude.
How do you even make a coin?
You just started on some like platform. I don't even really know the specifics of that.
How to make your own Bitcoin.
Hey, you respect it now.
Create shitcoin at Solana without scheduling. Oh, so you can just make it off of creating your own shitcoin in less than 1 minute. Oh my god. Alright, maybe I'll start making some shitcoin.
Like pull the shit out of
Yeah.
people.
No, I could.
It's not illegal. Yeah.
It's not illegal yet, but I couldn't do that to people. That's so shitty.
Oh, that's an awful thing to do to people.
Does the RX 7800 XT do streaming well?
RX what?
RX 7800 XT.
Yes. The only thing it doesn't do well at is ray tracing. Other than that, it's a fantastic card.
I'm pretty sure you can almost stream with any card.
Yeah.
Like
And right, like yeah, if you've
Any
got a 40
modern
series,
card.
any modern card can stream. Even like if you had a 20 series.
yeah, 20, 30, and 40. All of them. Maybe not the 30, 50, but
It will absolutely stream. If it doesn't stream, then that's an issue, I'd say.
yeah. What should I get? The 4060 Ti or RX 7800 XT?
RX 7600 for price to
7800.
or 7800.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think
XT.
price to performance the 7800 is better.
Let's see. Let's look up the specs here. Comparison. Yeah, the 7800 XT is about 24% better than the 4060 Ti. So,
Who put that? I'm setting up anti-sag for the graphics card. So it's a chonker. We got a 4070 Ti Super. the beefy Zotac card. So we want to make sure it's not bending during transit or just over time. Not a lot of SIs would do this. I will say that. I go see build. I don't see anti-sag.
What's up, humanity?
I don't know why you wouldn't want anti-sag, especially like this comes with the case. Like it's part of the build. It's not like optional. It's like you just should if you could. I don't know. That's how I think of it.
Mostly just shorts, broski. What is Beam? Beam. It's a new streaming platform. They've been around for just almost a year. They're awesome platform. Awesome platform. Check them out.
Beam.
They're hosting a giveaway with one of our PCs. Check them out. They allow multi-stream with awesome quality, and then they have this thing called UniChat, which bridges all of the chats. So if you're streaming on YouTube and Beam and Twitch, Rumble, or wherever you are streaming to, multi-streaming to, they condense all those chats into one chat, which is very nice. So you can still read chat.
You don't have a bunch of browsers open.
You don't
More
have a ton
browsers
of
means
browsers.
more RAM being used.
Yeah.
So
No, we are building this PC for a customer. Actually, it's for Astro Manny. I believe he's live right now on Twitch. We shout out Astro Manny, actually.
Let's try that.
I believe that's our YouTube channel. That's the URL.
I believe it is.
Well, I was writing the URL from memory.
Oh, I was like, what do you mean you believe?
And yes, it does work.
Just copy a random link like from the internet.
No, I was typing the URL from memory. Sweet. Thanks, broski. But yeah, guys, if you are on Twitch or YouTube chat should work with exclamation giveaway as well. But if it doesn't, I'll paste this. We are doing a giveaway with Beam, and you earn entries by watching on Beam, watching streams and all that stuff. Check it out. Awesome platform. If you're a streamer and you're looking to, yeah, it doesn't look like it's working. Geek Fire. Here, let me post it for you. There.
Well, how?
But yeah, check them out. It's free to join. If you want to stream, they do have a subscription fee, but you can pass off that subscription fee. It's only like $3, I think. But you can pass it off to a sponsor. We're one of the sponsors, by the way. So you can stream on Beam. Pretty awesome. What's up, Baruto? Oh, it's you, broski. Nice. Okay. Well, welcome to YouTube chat.
Where's my beam? There it is. What specs are you going with? Oh, it's an old chat. Boruto.
That's the guy from Twitch. Broski.
That's from no.
Well, fine. 8107. Yeah, let me check.
8107.
It's in the queue. Oh, do you know where it is in the queue? Back half. Okay. Why can viewers on Beam not have an alias?
Geekfire cannot enter.
Don't want to get doxxed. I don't know. There's some people on Beam that has that have names. Brewer 2 is one.
One year younger than I need to be to enter. Have your parents do it.
Wait, what? 1 year younger than what I need to be. Oh, okay. Dang. And if everybody doesn't know, we have a Minecraft server. If you'd like to join, head over to our Discord and you'll be able to find information on how to join and download everything. It is a modded server. All the mods 10. So there's a ton you can do. There's a quest log and all that stuff to help walk you through everything. It's pretty sweet. Check it out. Discord.gg/AlexanderPCs. And head to the Minecraft section. Jimmy O 1972 says that's a sexy build.
Thanks,
I would say I would agree. You work out.
Yeah, thanks, to work out.
I work out.
You mean the computer?
Just having an entire conversation by yourself.
Typically do.
Yeah. I know how that goes.
How's Planet Fitness been treating you?
Haven't gone yet.
It's
Yeah.
been really cold out.
Yeah.
So,
I do need to go though.
it's where you get like a mobile game. Or like have a show to watch while.
Yeah.
The treadmill gets boring quick.
Yeah, it does. I'd mostly be doing treadmill for right now. Till I get into the groove of things.
Week 2, I'll be hitting the squat rack. Absolutely tanking the weight. You can do it with a post.
Cool. Oh, you can. Looks like. All right, guys, this is for Twitch chat only. This is will it post and have everything work? That means lights are on, fans are spinning, and we get the post light. Good way to earn
Fans are
channel
spinning.
points.
Or what is it? Lights are spinning, fans are on.
Yeah, lights are spinning, fans are on. Those fans look massive. Yes, they are huge.
It's some BBFs.
We call them BBFs,
Got
big
some
black
big black
fans.
fans up here. God damn.
Let's see if I can get one of the quotes to play. Yeah. And then this one too. Oh, that only works once. Okay. DJ's first stream
Was this case?
was this case. And there were
Very quotable moments
Yeah.
from him.
a lot of airflow you got there. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like this GPU.
Yeah, it's way better than their previous design, in my opinion. I like the big square block.
Like big. I think Moto likes you. You see those? Footage?
No. There.
Am I ready? Red?
Yep.
Yeah.
You are good to go. Oh, raise the desk a little bit before you turn it on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm gonna hit max here. That's
Okay.
it.
All right. Max it out.
It is.
Good.
It's maxed. Can't go any further, Brad.
All right. You just got to get underneath the desk and lift it up.
Ooh.
Ooh. Very nice.
We have the anti-sag in here too, so I can easily touch the graphics card. It doesn't move at all.
Does not move.
Really stable in there. I've got it anti-sag on the bottom, and then I got it like clamped on the top, so it's like sandwiched in between some rubber like cans, I guess you could say, that just hold it into place.
Rubber hand.
I love this Zotac card though.
Show off
It's a
the
chonker, dude.
this RGB. Very nice. All right, here. Let me get Astro Manny in here, so we can see this if he's not busy. Astro Manny. Apparently, we're not following.
And this thing did post. Sweet. Plenty of air cool, and we have an exhaust fan back here. This exhaust fan is 144 millimeter, so moves a lot of air, just a little bit more quietly. Cool. Well, then we have the Auxilia next. So I'm gonna bring this to Drew, and we can go ahead and start programming that up. Get it out today as well.
Yes, sir.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yep, we will be right back. All right, we're back, guys.
How's it going? We've got our last live stream build of the week right here. We've got an Auxilia.
What's up, Turu?
Excuse me, I've already got the CPU in the board because we have tray units, so we don't need to have all the extra boxes of the Intel chip. How fun is your first time building one of these? Well, when I first built one of these, I had been building computers already for 2 years, but I think when I first started building, it was really exciting, especially because it was more nervousness. And you do it complete, you feel good about yourself, and that it works.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also get satisfaction that you can like, continuously do it. Over time, it's just like this is like brushing my teeth to me. Like, I don't hate it, but I don't get as much like a rush out of it. I get more of a rush when I do like something super custom, or if we do liquids, those are always really fun. Or if we do like stuff with Rhodes PC, where we have like an interesting case to work with. New cases that come out too, those are exciting. Like when a company, let's just say Leanly, they come out with a new dual chamber or something. It's always fun to get to work in it and see what's changed, and what you can do with it in terms of modding it.
Who's picking up where EK has dropped off?
Optimus.
Yeah, Optimus is really good. We're starting to work more with
Bits.
Bits Power too.
Kinda. I prefer Optimus over anyone.
Yeah, Optimus is really.
They're a little pricier, but damn, they're way better.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for from them. That's for sure.
No 5090s yet. They don't release until the 30th.
Yeah.
Pretty soon. It's only, what, 6 days away? Yeah, about a week away. To the 5090s and 5080s come out. And then sometime in February, will be 4070 Ti, or 5070 and 5070 Ti. Sometime in February. No, Founders Editions are incredibly hard to come by.
Especially around launch.
Especially around launch. We will probably never see a Founders.
Not until like a
Not
year
until,
later.
yeah, not for like a year probably.
Sometimes NVIDIA will tell us, like, they're like, hey, we got 5 for you guys. And we're like, we love you.
Yeah.
And then, we get those in. But that happens once in a blue moon. Like, that's not even the common thing.
Yeah.
NVIDIA's the chill guy, It's like, NVIDIA gets really nothing out of us because we're a little bit smaller. But they always look out for us, and they really like what we do. So it's really nice that even just like if they do a little bit something like that, then it's something that we could, limitedly offer to our customers that are looking for it. So we always try to whenever we can. Hell, even if it's at Best Buy and there's one, and we haven't had it yet, we'll
Yeah.
we're getting it. Like
Yeah,
we're picking
we'll pick
that
it
thing up. So. Because we're geeks. And we just love new hardware, so.
Yeah, we'll have to do an unboxing
Yeah.
for each 5090 and 5080 we come through next week.
Yeah.
What's the difference between DDR4 and DDR5 RAM?
I don't know the specific hardware differences, but I do. DDR5 is a lot faster, higher capacities in general, especially with 2x48s, 2x24s, different types. They're great at frame generation for gaming. In terms of speed test, I think it's like a 20-25% increase. Compared to 32, let's say 32 6000 to 32 3600, you're gonna see like monumental memory increases.
Yeah.
If you're doing like anything that takes a lot of memory, say you're doing sims, like flight sims or anything like that, or any type of simulator, DDR5 will perform better, just because it's faster. You know, all the information that sims need to like artificially generate everything, it would just do it more seamlessly on. I wish it could be more informative on like what the actual main differences are, but that's not typically my focus.
Yeah, DDR5 is just faster. It's newer too. DDR4 is older. And then he also asked, will DDR5 work on stock motherboards? So as long as your motherboard,
If your motherboard's
compatible,
DDR5,
yeah,
you can't put DDR5 on DDR4.
Yeah.
Because your CPU has to be able to process DDR5.
Yep.
So if you're like Brad and I, like we have an AM4 5800X3D. Amazing CPU cannot handle DDR5.
Yep. Yeah, so as long as your motherboard says it's DDR5 compatible, you can do DDR5.
I'm curious what he means by stock motherboard though.
Yeah.
Just gonna prep my fans real quick too.
AM5 5600 GT CPU. No. You can only do DDR4 with that one. Does DDR5 compatible mean it's an AM5 motherboard? Yeah.
That or the new Intel boards.
Yeah, or the new Intel. But there are some boards, even though they're the new gen, will still be on DDR4. It'll usually denote it with
D4.
the moniker D4.
Yeah.
But
DDR4, like that being said, like DDR4 still kicks ass
Yeah.
in a lot of game engines. Like majority of game engines, you could probably still have DDR3 still do some game engines. But DDR4 is awesome. I think they'll keep supporting DDR4 for a while.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we have AM4 because we're both on 5600 X3D or 5800.
I was like, don't say that.
Yeah. my bad.
5600 X3D is real good.
It is a real chip. Not what we have.
And it's a good
but
chip too.
It is a pretty good chip.
It kicks ass. Though the sad part about that CPU is that it was Micro Center only.
Oh, really?
Yep. It was an exclusive deal. AMD loves their retailers. I just want some of the pie, AMD. You gotta follow on Twitter. PCMR.
Yep. The
First
follow-
follow PCMR, Alexander PCs history.
Here's a spec list, rods. What about AMD Ryzen 79 or 7 9700X? Yes, that is the DDR5. I believe what it's X870 is like the chipset.
Yeah, it's a 800.
Yeah.
So you can do like you could do B850. If you're just gaming, B850 is all you need. I promise.
Yep, no problem, geek. Catch you later. How's it going, Jessica? I am doing well. Jacob, how are you doing?
Hi, Jessica. I'm doing good. A little tired. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm not tired. I'm Friday tired.
Wow, lying to our viewers already.
I did Wednesday. It's like, no, I take that back. Nothing like what I just told you.
Are 670 series and 870 series motherboards considered AM5s?
Yes.
Yes.
You could use a 600 series. The only thing that you'll have, if you use 9000 series AMD CPU, if you use a 600 series motherboard, you will need to BIOS update it. Meaning, you'll turn on your computer, everything will turn on, but it won't boot because it needs a BIOS update. So that's why I recommend, if you're not familiar with BIOS updating, get the new board. It'll be ready to go out of box for you.
What are you trying to achieve, Rods, with your PC? Are you just gaming, or are you want to stream?
Stream on Beam!
What are you looking to do?
Beam!
Because that changes what my answer is for you.
Beam! Sorry.
Beam.
Sorry, guys.
Mainly gaming, but I do want to stream here and there. Okay, so what would be a good graphics card if he's building a $1,500 PC? That's his budget.
460 Ti.
4060 Ti for streaming too. There
Well,
you go.
You could just do 7700 XT. It's cheaper.
Yeah,
Performs
AMD.
better. It's cheaper and performs better. And then it's AMD CPU with AMD GPU.
He might not be doing. I don't know if he's doing AMD. This is a different guy.
Oh, different guy?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm not looking at chat.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I would say 77. Starting 7700 XT.
Or 4060 Ti. No thanks, Jessica. Appreciate it though.
What happened? Do you ever get like really old songs stuck in your head?
Sometimes. I think it happens to everybody.
Fireflies by Owl City.
Oh god.
Super random. I haven't thought about that song since like right now, and years.
I kind of hated that song.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
I'd like to make myself believe.
Rods, we build it for anybody willing to buy. We're a gaming PC company.
Yeah.
This is what we do all day. This is not our personal. This is a customer build.
Yes. ¿Qué pasó?
If I throw in
Fans massive. Yeah. Eat a lot of people that comment on the size of my fans.
The BBFs,
Yeah.
big black fans.
I'm more of a BWF guy.
Big white fans.
Yeah. You have AM4 motherboards, not anymore.
Oh, he was talking about Jacob and I.
Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah,
different stuff.
talking about our personal builds.
I haven't changed my personal build in over 2 years now.
Trying to think.
All I've done is change my cases.
You've changed your case like 3 or 4 times on it, haven't you?
I fucking love doing that. You can't like Lean comes out with such like
I know,
Fire
it's
cases,
always
dude.
new stuff.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years since I've done anything to mine too.
Yeah.
yeah, you should dust that
Since you got your
That's
Maybe that's what you should do this weekend.
I did, yeah, because I did my machine for Christmas 2022,
Oh, that's right.
and that was the last.
Is that thing working?
Yeah.
Was it your outlet at home or no?
Yeah, I had a bad.
Oh, it was your outlet?
Yeah, I had to replace my what do you call it? The fuse and the.
Mm.
Oh, it just went bad.
Yeah. I probably been running my PC for years and years and years.
Don't you keep that thing on sleep?
Yeah,
You're an animal.
yeah. Well, I mean,
I just get satisfied. I just love turning it off. I don't know, because I love it ticking on.
I just like
It's like
touching the space bar on my keyboard and having it be on. Because most of the time I'm using it at home, it's like just to do something real quick. You
Yeah.
know? But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, most of the time I'm not sitting there gaming for hours and hours. I wish. I have too many kids.
you should get him to play Sea of Thieves with you, so you guys can all run a galleon.
Yeah.
Was doing that last night, dude. I got a pig stuck on the mast.
Alexander's been playing again. He's pretty good, but he had a wrestling meet last night.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, he got his first pin in the season. He hasn't.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
won all of his matches this year, but that was his first pin. He had one. So he's 3-0 now. They've only had a couple meets,
Mm.
but he's 3-0 now. He got a win on points, a tech ball, and a pin now.
Does he play the psychological game? Does he get down there and talk shit in their ear?
I can't imagine. Alexander's so quiet. I can't imagine him like talking
Meticulously
shit.
shit talking.
Eleanor will talk shit.
Oh, really?
See, I would talk shit about like the weirdest stuff though, like something that's
I don't know.
completely random,
the
just so
kitty
it
went
confuses them a little bit, and they're like
Yeah.
they have to think about it. So
The kid he went against yesterday was so tall.
yeah, I saw that kid looked
Mhm.
like
Like, that kid was so
Yeah.
tall. But they're the same weight class. You know? Like he's JV now. Because he was wrestling 85. He was varsity 85 for the first meet. And now he's on JV because he's 90 now. He weighs 80s, between 86 and 87 usually.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he had just been sick. So when they did the initial weigh-ins, he was like 84 or something.
Oh,
So they didn't have anyone else at 85, but he was the varsity wrestler at 85.
Oh,
for the
yeah.
first meet, and then, which, yeah, so he was wrestling. The other cool 85 varsity player was a girl, because nobody else is under 85. You know.
Yeah.
So she was good. Like he won, but it was on points and it was competitive. Like she was good, and Alexander's not a big kid.
Yeah.
And he's not super aggressive, but he was super aggressive yesterday though, which was kind of weird to see him be that aggressive because he doesn't normally wrestle that aggressively.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what they
Hey,
did.
he's finally finding his teenage angst.
Maybe
That's it surfacing through wrestling.
I think they've been trying to coach him to be more aggressive because he's technically like really good. His technique is good.
Is he like just more of a passive fighter then, or in terms of like holding? Does he hold himself back a little
I
bit?
don't. I think he doesn't wrestle as aggressively as people who are like wrestlers because of his jiu-jitsu background.
He has more patience. A
Yeah,
little bit,
wrestling is way more aggressive than jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Like the pace is like way higher.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
less time to think. Like you're getting moved around. Like,
it seems way more explosive to me than jiu-jitsu. I'm not an expert in either one of them, but my guess is wrestling is harder. Jen says wrestling is harder.
Oh yeah.
And I can't think of anybody like better place to have an opinion.
Yeah.
like I can't, Jen says, Jen's is a UFC Hall of Famer and says that wrestling is the hardest thing he's ever done.
Oh wow.
So, I see.
He
I don't
would
know. I
know.
never. Yeah, he would know.
He would know.
I never wrestled. But
took down a state wrestler one time at a party.
nice.
He was very upset.
Sure.
I did have the longer tall. I was taller than him, so I had that advantage. But I honestly thought I'd give my shit.
Yeah. Well, the kid tried to shoot on Alexander yesterday, but he tried to shoot from like too far away, really. And Alexander stuffed it pretty easy and sprawled, and then got around to the guy's back, got the takedown. Like, so I don't know. I don't know much. I don't understand the scoring really yet in wrestling either.
Yeah.
Like I understand the tech ball and the pin and whatever, but I don't understand because they have points for escapes and wrestle ups and like I
don't get it.
I don't understand the scoring necessarily very well.
If you get pinned, is it over? Or
Yeah.
Is it just, oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
could be ahead on points and get pinned and you're
And
done.
you lose.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
done. Jens was telling me that happens fairly regularly.
Where you're ahead on
Where
points,
you're
and
ahead
you
on
get
points,
pinned.
but then get
Mm.
like you make a mistake and like at a high level, and I don't know, I've never watched like wrestling at a high level really. I don't know,
Yeah.
my kids are wrestling. It's not like I became an expert overnight or something. I've learned, you know what I mean, but I still don't know. Sam has a, okay. So we'll see.
I have not heard of Arcan Age. I'll have to check it out.
Stank in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, is that Stank?
That is thing.
Figure out how we're gonna get Eleanor downstate for gymnastics.
Flyer. Private jet.
No.
She
Well,
doesn't have time for trip.
The problem is like Denise is probably gonna have the baby about,
Oh.
and the state is all the way down in Bourbonnais.
Where's that at?
It's like
Renee?
it's south, but it's not as far south as like Champaign.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's it's a couple hours south.
Mm.
And it's the weekend of I think like the 14th or 15th February.
You haven't expected.
Or no, I'm sorry, March. It's like 14th, 15th of March, I think. And Denise is due on the 29th. But the baby will probably come early because we're old.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then
Need more March birthdays.
I know, right?
Hell yeah.
it's gonna be another March baby.
Are you the 25th?
I'm the 4th.
You're the 4th. Josh is the
Josh
25th.
is Josh is
Okay.
like the 25th, and you're the 30th, right?
They're,
We have 3.
that's month, dude. I love March.
Right.
It's green, about drinking, and it's springtime.
Yeah, so the March baby coming, but I don't know what we're gonna do because Eleanor's like dead set on going to state. Like, he wants to go. Because they made the mistake of telling her that she qualified based on her score.
Ooh, so now she's got
So
it.
like now she knows that she qualified, and
That's the kicker.
you know, whatever. Because Denise and I were planning to like discuss it and see if we were gonna sign her up or not. We were operating under the assumption that like she wasn't aware that she had qualified.
Are the kids excited to have another sibling, or?
Yeah, they're getting excited. They're getting excited. Well, Alexander's not excited. It will ruin his life, and he will get even less attention now. That's
Firstborn problems.
that's a direct quote.
Oh, really?
That's a direct quote. I will get even less attention now. That's a direct quote.
Yeah, that angst is forming, dude.
I was super excited because she's going to treat this child as if it's some kind of accessory.
Like her cats.
Yeah.
Or the
Right.
cats that just tolerate.
Oh yeah, she'll be like dressing this kid in crazy outfits and like pushing him around the house in a stroller or whatever. I shudder to think about.
That's why I was at TJ's house. Was what she do. She'd like dress up the
Yeah,
cat.
she
She'd
dresses
just sit
up,
in the
yeah.
stroller. It's like they have a pouty face on. They're just like.
Dude, we have
No.
one of our
That's awesome.
cats is like the most tolerant cat in the world, and Eleanor like puts outfits on this
Is that
cat.
the gray one?
No, it's the black one.
Okay.
Black one. The gray one hides.
Yeah.
The gray one's the big fat one. But the black cat is like the world's most tolerant cat. Like Eleanor literally like dresses this cat in like doll clothes and pushes it around in like a doll stroller, and the cat just
Just sits there.
just
dude.
like chills.
It does not care.
like does not.
Uh,
But you know, God forbid someone else try to like do anything to that cat. That cat will go ape.
Really?
Yes. It's like Samuel tries to like pick that cat up, and it's like that cat will claw the shit out of him.
Oh, wow.
And like, yeah, I don't know. It's like a thing. This cat is like, it's like Stockholm syndrome with Eleanor or something. I don't know what to deal with. It's true. It's bizarre. It's honestly because like people that come over to our house, they like see the shit she does with the cat. They're like, "Are you serious?" Like craziness.
Oh, there's something in the back that came in. Some package from UPS. I don't know.
Let's see.
Came with the Gambias.
I'll have to see what it is. What do you guys think of that case?
Pretty cool.
I like the look of it a lot.
Yeah.
It's not going to be 40-90 territory, but
Put 40 and 90.
What's up, Overtone?
we live streaming on
Beam.
Yes. Beam.
Beam. Does that make us? Are we beamers now?
Yeah, we're beamers now.
What's the preferred pronoun for them? Is it a beamer? Are we beamers?
I'd be okay with being a beamer.
Beamer.
Stop.
Hashtag beamer.
Yeah, hashtag beamer.
Hashtag beamer. I'm
We're getting
for it.
close to some lines.
Yeah.
I would say that. What's up, Drew? What are you looking for, dog? Not giving it to you. You want both of these?
Sure.
There's this one I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Here's this
Beamer school. Do they have like a name for their?
I don't think so.
We should email Angel.
one.
Yeah.
You need to stop.
You don't like Beamer?
Stop. You're gonna make me crash out. You're gonna make me crash out.
This is like some young person word that I'm not aware of that I'm like.
Yeah, it
violating.
just sounds like something else, you know.
It sounds. Yeah, he's saying it sounds like something else.
Oh
But Beamer's a car, so
yeah. I was thinking Beamer like BMW.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of too.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just go.
It does sound like I'm saying Beamer though. I just figured it out. But no, that's pejorative. We don't want to say that.
Yeah.
It's not an acceptable term.
There was a restaurant just south of the border, like on your way to Lake Geneva.
Yeah.
On 47, that was named that.
Hog, are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah,
That's
I don't know.
I took pictures of it. And was like, wow.
I saw
What's up, D-boy?
I mean, I guess that can be like I've known a couple of people that have like leaned into it.
Yeah, it was owned
there's a
by.
bar in the Dells called NIGS's bar.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Uh-huh.
It, on outside it says drink with him.
Might have been in Hebron.
Hebron.
Hebron, yeah.
Beaner's Mexican barbecue.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Really?
Dude.
And then they closed
I
down and
mean-
then moved over here, and they were called something.
Oh yeah.
B.
They're trying to escape publicity by moving down south a little bit.
Yeah. And then they
There was
closed
a.
down.
Alright. Brad, you want to do will it post or I will do
All right, guys, this is Will It Post. That means lights are on, fans are spinning, and we get the post light. Go ahead and place your bet.
There's a guy in my WoW guild that was from Saudi Arabia who called himself the Sandman. That's not.
That's funny.
I mean, that's not really racist, is it? It's just funny.
Yeah, I think it's just funny.
That was like his handle. You remember
It's looking good.
Ventrilo?
Yeah.
That was his Ventrilo handle. It was like the Sandman.
Oh, man.
He was young. He was in the U.S. going to college somewhere. Jumping from side to side, dropping some stairs.
Good question. It might be because we have two different mics going on.
Bean.
Beam!
Not sure. We have a shotgun mic and a regular mic. It could be our filtering too. Noise cancel filter.
The files that are going to be released.
Yeah, the JFK and
Pretty.
Martin Luther King.
I'm interested how redacted some of the files will be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are going to learn a lot of things they don't like about MLK.
Yeah. It'll just be interesting to know stuff, I guess.
Even like
almost-
on, like it's pretty interesting. Like
It's interesting on one hand, but on the other hand, it's just
I want to know the Kennedy files.
there's stuff I
That's
don't
what I
wanna
want to know.
Yeah,
I'm-
the Kennedy
I'm
file.
really interested in that. 'Cause
I think
that
this
is
is-
messed up.
I think it's gonna fall into the category of like, you know how like once you know stuff, you can't unknow stuff,
Yeah.
and now you're, you know, like you can't recover that naivety and
Yeah.
innocence. Like, I think people are gonna do a deep dive on that stuff and be like,
Who's RFK?
Robert.
RFK, Bobby Kennedy,
Yeah.
Oh.
and RFK Jr.
I'm interested to see all the black lines on those documents, hiding everything.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was interested to see the 5090 benchmarks that the benchmark embargo lifted yesterday.
Yep.
You
Got to
think,
see the benchmarks.
think Trump's gonna get a 5090?
Shockingly, they.
Think
Yeah.
Trump's gonna get some Blackwell
I don't know.
in the Oval Office? AlexanderPCs?
I just want to say I still love my PC I got from you guys. Is there an issue with i9 and over voltage?
If you overvolt it.
If you're talking about the Intel issue, as long as you haven't updated the BIOS, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It has to be from August 2024 or later. That's when that update came out.
Mike it'll could.
What's up, player?
What up, player?
Clairvoyant. I get it. I
Yep.
see what you did there. I even saw that coming.
She was one of our first followers.
Clairvoyant.
Yeah.
Bean.
Beam. Beam.
There you go, bro. That's content from like 2 streams. Just
Yeah.
we cut out every time we said Beam.
Beam.
Be like, if you didn't
Beam.
know, we're streaming on Beam.
Yeah. Wait.
Beam,
Beam,
beam.
Beam of light. Flashlight beam. That's what my dad got me for Christmas. Like one of those
Flashlight?
wild flashlights. It's like
Oh,
10 bazillion candle power.
oh yeah.
Shine
Is
it
it
in your
bright?
neighbor's house.
Dude, it's okay. So there's this true story. There's a guy that lives on the other side of the golf course, like further down from us,
Yeah.
and he has this like freaking like spotlight, dude. And we get a lot of like coyotes and deer and foxes and whatever that like run around on the golf course
Yeah.
at night all the time. And actually a lot of animals, because when you go look at the tracks, you're like, yeah, there's like a lot of animals out there, right? And it's more than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Being that we're like in a neighborhood,
Mm.
But this guy has like some kind of like little dog that he lets out to like, go to the bathroom or whatever. at
Yeah.
night. And every time he lets this dog out, this little yippy dog starts going like ape. And then boom, out comes the spotlight. And he starts like, sweeping the spotlight across the golf course, like looking for whatever it is that has his stupid little dog, like, and like, so it's like the freaking bat signal coming in my fucking patio door. Seriously, it's like the bat signal coming in my patio door, and I'm like, you gotta be like, it's annoying as shit. So I have started signaling him back with my new flashlight whenever he gets out the stupid spotlight or whatever.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'll turn this thing on.
I updated the BIOS and the PC reboots automatically 15 times. Blue screen. Shoot us a tech support.
Yeah, just tell me what blue screens you're getting specifically. If you updated BIOS without our help, make sure you updated the correct BIOS.
Right.
There could be settings that got changed in BIOS. Not that we set, because once you update BIOS, it resets everything. So
Most likely you need to retrain the memory, probably.
no, because it learns memory every time you boot, especially on any system. You can overclock it again if you need to. But if you have 4 sticks, you shouldn't be overclocking, because that could be causing the blue screens. If you did overclock it before.
Oh yeah, if you have 4 memory modules and you
would definitely blue screen.
turn on XMP1 or whatever, you will definitely blue screen. Oh sure.
It's looking good. I think we're about to boot after this.
Yeah, D-Boy, try taking out your memory, turning on your PC, and then turning it off, and then putting the memory back in.
Like, disconnect it from power. Don't
Yeah.
just turn it off and have it still plugged in. Like, take out your power cord.
Yeah,
Plug the memory in.
clear CMOS.
Yeah.
4 sticks of RAM on AM4 yet. Except you won't have XMP, you'll have DOCP probably.
Yeah. And if you added the 2 other sticks of memory, make sure they're the same brand.
XMP is an Intel. Expo is the AMD profile. DOCP.
And this thing is good. Yes. On the post. But that's gonna be it for Friday's stream. We had the custom 216 earlier, and then we had our Auxilia here. Both should go out today with no issues. If there is an issue with the machines during testing, we will definitely let the customer know the specific issue and how long we think it'll take. And then other than that, we'll double box it, make it look really pretty, and it'll be at your doorstep in a few days. But yeah, if you guys have any questions further from us, you can email us, text us, call us. We have Discord, we have social media. You can text our shop number. But that's going to be us for this week. Do you have any announcements?
No.
50 series launch
50 series launch is next
next Thursday.
next Thursday, yeah.
Next Thursday, we will have some 5090 benchmarks are out.
They look pretty decent too.
I mean, he was pretty much exactly what we thought they would be.
Yeah.
I mean,
The frame gen definitely.
the gains are mostly in DLSS.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the frame gen.
there's no actual. I mean, it's the same die, so the actual it's still the 4nm die. They didn't actually shrink the die at all. So it's power efficiency doesn't seem to
It's
be
like a third better than the 4090. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's pretty standard. It doesn't seem like an insane generational leap. Like
Yeah.
the actual rasterization is, I think, mostly from going to GDDR7.
4K ray tracing overdrive on Cyberpunk with no scaling had a 42% increase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's PCMR on Twitter. They have the benchmarks released for Cyberpunk. Is that what you're looking
Yeah.
at? Yeah, with the frame gen, it was
frame
like
gen
350.
Frame gen numbers are amazing, but it seems
4K
like
ray tracing ultra plus DLSS plus frame generation 4X 5090 only. You get 370.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
On Cyberpunk
Yeah,
at
that's
4K.
insane.
Which honestly, I'm okay with the fake frames for like single player games. I
Yeah.
don't think it matters that much, but for multiplayer or competitive like first person shooters, it's gonna.
Right, but most of if you're a competitive FPS player, you're not turning on ray tracing, and
Exactly.
you're playing in 1080p.
Yeah.
Virtually everyone that is seriously playing esports is playing
It
1080p.
pulls
Right.
29% more power than the 4090,
Yeah,
but only a 3% increase in cooling
yeah,
or like heat.
yeah.
So it's
Oh.
literally instead of 64 degrees Celsius, it's 66.
Yeah, it's
It's the cooling design. It's the blow through cooling
the
design.
cooling design is good, but I don't. Some of the data I didn't like how the reviewers positioned it, oh, there's no improvement whatsoever in anything in 1080p. Like, who the hell's doing
Yeah.
anything in 1080p with a 4090?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
that's I don't know. I'm sure someone out there is doing it, but
Shadow the Tomb Raider at 2K actually didn't get that insane increase. 1440p highest with DLSS set to quality, you get 4%.
Wow.
Which is interesting to think of. That's an older game.
Mhm.
well, DLSS. Well, that's the other thing. Like, if it's an older game engine, how much can it benefit from
Is it optimized?
DLSS 4 or whatever? And with the frame gen getting so good now, that was kind of one of the discussions that was popping up at CES. Is AI frame gen now getting so good that they're kind of just incentivizing the developers to not optimize? Because you're gonna be frame capped.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing anything, you can frame cap. Even like Overwatch, you're frame capping 1080p 260 with like a 4060.
Yeah.
So there's no going from a 4060 to a TI to a 70 to a 70 Ti to an 80 to a 90. There's no point. Like, your CPU bound no matter what.
Yep.
So I didn't like some of the data that they put out. Like basically all the 1080p data they put out, ignore. You're not doing anything in 1080p with a 5090.
Yeah.
Like, and then they're like, oh, there's no improvement. Duh.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like you're not gonna level up past God.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, what's the point?
Yeah.
At that, you know what I mean? Like 1080p with a 4090, 5090, whatever. What are you even doing?
Yeah.
Who buys a 5090, 4090, and then y'all want to play esports in 1080p? Like, why would you even test that?
Yeah.
I you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a
Good
valid
point.
data point.
Yeah.
And I that's kind of what, honestly, it sort of pissed me off, because I'm looking at, like, review platforms and influencers and stuff, they're putting out this data. Like, these people should know better. They should be spending their time saying, if you are an esports player that's going to play games in 1080p, hey, don't buy a 5090 because it's dumb. Because it will give you a 0% enhancement in your actual user experience over, say, a 4060.
Same with like the 5080 too. Like,
Right.
those are 4K cards.
Right. They're 4K cards. Dude, a 4070 Ti is a borderline 4K card. A Ti Super is a 4K card.
Yep.
If if you want to play Warzone at 260 FPS, don't play in 4K. Duh. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, ask someone, man. But then they put out data in 1080p with a 5090. Why? Who's doing anything in 1080p with a 90 class card?
Yeah.
Who? Really, I want to know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, tell us in the chat if you have a 90 class GPU and you're playing 1080p esports. What's wrong with you? I mean, unless you have some crazy monitor that's like 600 hertz or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like, what is the application? I'm not seeing the application. I don't get it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the problem, man.
Turu says it's all about hype.
So do you remember when they did I think it was the 3090 launch, and they started publishing like 8K metrics, and that made that made me want to choke someone, because I'm like, 8K is just not, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's just not, it's not a thing. Sorry. But in general, like, my attitude about AI frames is like my attitude about like cosmetically enhanced people. you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a frame, dude. I can see it. It's real.
Yeah.
Like, and I get it. You don't want it to look, fake. You know what I mean?
They've come a long way.
They're not fake now. I'm telling you, I played with it at CES. Like, you can't tell.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell. Like, AI frame gen with DLSS 4. And this is coming from someone who hated the original DLSS. Like, I literally hated it. I was like, it's jumpy, it doesn't even look real. Like, it's obviously not, like, it's obviously not a rasterized frame. I can't tell. And I mean, maybe it's my old eyes. Maybe it's my slow reflexes, my internal system latency.
Yeah.
that's now higher than it used to be because I'm in my mid-40s now. But for real, like, I can't tell you the difference between an actual rasterized frame and a DLSS 4 generated frame. Can't tell. Can't tell the difference.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like you're smooching a hot chick, dude. You don't know if she's got silicone in her lips. you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's real. you know what I'm saying? Or is it they don't put silicone in lips. What is it? Collagen or something.
Yeah. Collagen.
Yeah, you don't know if she got a collagen shot, bro. Botox. You don't know if she got Botox in her forehead. She looks good. You know what I mean? Like, you don't care if it's DLSS 4. It's a frame, baby. It's smooth. Like, if you can't tell, what the heck's the difference? I feel like people are like, like, this is the tech equivalent of like the dumb shit that didn't vote Ichiro into the Hall of Fame. That's some advanced metric wasn't good. Like, shut up. They got 262 hits in a season. Eat shit. He's a Hall of Famer. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, you're cherry picking one data point. Shut up. Like, these are the purists. Well, they're not rasterized frames. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, who cares?
I mean, I understand if they don't look good.
Yeah.
If they, you know what I mean? If they look good. You can't tell the difference. If I can't tell the difference between an AI generated frame and a rasterized frame. Why do I care?
Yeah.
Like, who are these purists that are like, I mean, oh, it's not real. Doesn't count because it's not rasterized. Huh?
Yeah. What's crazy is I was watching a video a couple weeks ago. This guy, his name is Blue Drake on YouTube. He's a game developer.
Okay.
He's getting his master's or PhD in deep learning, and he developed a tool for Unity to do post effects.
That might be pretty cool.
It was insane what he was able to do post.
Yeah.
He was like he had fire in his hand and it looked like real fire.
That might be pretty cool.
He did like all this other stuff and it looked like it was real. It was crazy.
NVIDIA Michael and I were having a talk about DLSS4 and frame gen and stuff like that, and like, oh yeah, you gotta lower the camera because I'm short. That was one of the things that we were talking about. We were like, dude, some of these like modders are gonna go ape now. Like, there's gonna be some cool stuff.
There's gonna be a lot of
there's gonna be some cool stuff that comes out. But I think most of the rasterization enhancements are due to the VRAM being GDDR7.
Thanks for the follow, Intenzo.
If I were to speculate, I think probably a lot of the, because it doesn't seem like that much of an insane shift in the actual like architecture. I mean, it seems improved.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like,
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, it's marginally more efficient. There's no change in the actual die. Like, those are the reasons to like poo-poo it as hype.
Yeah.
Like, the actual die hasn't changed, hasn't gotten any smaller. Thermal efficiency is like, it's a little better. It's not, I mean, you're pulling more juice for sure, and you're pulling, I think, 27% more juice to get roughly a 30% more rasterization. How much of a net gain is that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, that there's the reasons to be like, oh, should have been better. Like, there's your negative talking points.
Yeah.
Is your 27% more power, but only 30% more rasterization.
Yeah.
So that's not a big, not pulling up any trees here in terms of efficiency. Those are the reasons to be like, ooh, But I think the DLSS4 and AI frame gen and stuff, dude, I think this stuff is exciting.
I think it's cool.
I think it is cool, and I would be lying to you if I like was gonna pretend like I understood how it all works or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that smart, but again.
Oh, Intenzone, sorry, buddy. It says I need help. I have a B450F Mobo and 2 sticks of RAM. According to the manufacturer, the DIMM orientation is A2 and B2, but the PC won't boot with that orientation. What works is a single stick in A2 or A1 and A2.
Sounds like you need a BIOS update. Or
Could try that.
Or possibly you have memory that's not on the QVL list for the board. Because I know, like, you have memory from like a certain brand that might not be on the approved vendor list for a certain board manufacturer.
Did a BIOS update, swapped memory, and it's on the list. All checked.
I mean, B450, you're going back a ways. So that's going to be like a 3000 series Ryzen, I think.
B450, yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure the cooler isn't flexing the DIMM slots.
That's true too.
If your cooler is put on
Yeah,
too tight,
you gotta,
you can...
Yeah, if you have your CPU sitting here and your IHS, which is an integrated heat spreader, on top of your CPU, and you've got your cooler that sits on top of that, and you put your thermal paste on there to keep your contact consistent across the surface of your IHS with your cooler. And if you have your cooler, there's a bracket that'll hold your cooler down, right? You screw your cooler down. if you have screwed your cooler down too tightly and you're putting too much pressure on top of your CPU, what that can actually do is flex your PCB on your motherboard and cause the connection in your memory slots to not be perfect. I've definitely seen that before. You like that little like diagram, like here's, and you got your CPU here, it's your IHS, and you got your cooler. Put thermal paste on there, and then you push it down too hard, and it'll cause your, see, I'm doing visual aid.
Visual aid. He said faulty DIMM slot from factory, maybe?
I mean, I would have thought it would have been faulty from the beginning. If it was from the factory faulty. I mean, you can also, sometimes if you've been running it, like I have seen it before where if you have DIMMs, I hate it when people call memory modules RAM sticks. I hate that.
RAM
And
sticks?
that's like sticks, RAM stick. They're not fucking sticks. They're modules. Say modules. Use the technical nomenclature. Use the technical nomenclature. It's a pet peeve of mine.
Is it?
I have 2 RAM sticks. They're fucking memory modules. They're not RAM sticks. Show some respect. I don't even know why I hate that. It's completely irrational.
Dude, I get triggered when someone says take out your trash or take out your garbage.
Yeah.
Trash pisses me off. I have no idea why.
You're like, it's not trash.
It's not
garbage.
trash,
Like,
it's garbage.
They're not RAM sticks. They're DIMMs. They're memory modules. I get irrationally upset when someone says RAM sticks. It's so disrespectful. That's completely in my own head, right?
Yeah.
But say you have 2 memory modules, pretend they're the same size, and you're putting them in like slots A2 and B2, which is where they're mostly going to go. Motherboards I can remember seeing in the last at least 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been running them in those slots, like, and if you're on a B450 board, you're probably at least 5 or 6 years old at this point. You know, I mean, especially if it's a lower end board with like, you know, cheaper MOSFETs or VRMs or power, you know, not as many power phases or whatever. Like, you know, I mean, electronic components degrade, like they just do. And the less efficient your board is at sending the electricity all over to the different components and whatever, the faster it will degrade, which is why your higher end boards with better VRMs and chokes and capacitors and heat sinks and whatever else will have better longevity than your lower end stuff. But your, you know, like your module might just corrode, you know, or you could have a DIMM slot that corrodes. There's things you can do to like clean them, but I would say maybe you have like a problem with the contacts between your memory module and the slot in that particular slot.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a possibility. So
He said it's been like this for 2 years, never bothered until I started playing Path of Exile 2, which caused blue screens. And
if you have a problem with one game, probably the game, not your hardware.
yeah. He said I've been running in A1, A2 because B1, B2 orientation never worked, and it has backfired on me now because I'm blue screening because of memory allocation issues.
But you only have that problem with that game?
And Jackal says, you got any of those RAM sticks?
Wow. Lots of RAM sticks.
Yeah, so you've been running in A1 and A2, but A2 and B2 don't work, right?
Do you not have dual channel RAM? Is it like single channel, single rank memory? Do you have team group memory? Is that what's going on here?
I don't know. That's weird. I could see why you're having RAM issues because it wouldn't. Is it? I don't know. Is it only recognizing one stick when you have it in
Yeah,
that configuration?
that's what I would wonder. Like,
Yeah.
are you dual rank, dual champ? Like, is there something going on with your? And are you only having the issue with that one game?
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
always like a major.
Overton Singer says PoE 2 can be really memory intensive. Throw the RAM stick in the trash. I'm more curious because it recognized both sticks. It has worked perfect since like 5 years back.
Yeah. Could just be your game.
Yeah, if it's just Path of Exile, might just be the game.
We get that a lot. We get so many like tech support tickets. People are like, my game keeps crashing.
Yeah. What's up, Skoden?
Like, game is it? Like, can we have some context? What
Yeah.
game is it? What do you mean by crash? That's the other thing. Every time I work tech support, I do still work. Like, help your support people by giving them as much specific information as you can, because people use the word crash to describe like lots of different things.
Yeah.
You know, like, what do you mean by crash? Do you mean that you're like mid-game and your screen just freezes and locks up and you have to do a forced restart? Do you mean that you're playing your game and then you just randomly, the game closes and you're back on the desktop? Do you mean that you just get a random black screen? Do you mean you get an actual blue screen with an error code? Like, what do you mean by crash?
Yeah.
Because we always get these tech support tickets that are like, my game crashed. You know, okay. You know, like,
Yep.
please give me some context. My game crashed. What do you mean by crashed? You know, and like, I get it. You know, my game crashed. And 85% of the time it's one game. And it's, you know, a frozen screen or a black screen, which most of the time is just clean driver install and you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then or it's one game. You know, that's another pet peeve. People are like, something's wrong with my computer, my game crashes. But it's just that one game, right? All your other games are fine, but there's something wrong with your computer. Like, you know, I get it. It's frustrating. And I want to send Microsoft a bill for tech support.
Yeah, right.
You know how often I've thought about that? Like, what if we literally just totaled up all the support hours that we put in for Windows stuff?
Yeah, right.
Like, and I don't want to come off like I mind doing tech support for non-hardware stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because if somebody's a customer of ours, we want to give them support whether it's a hardware issue or not. Like, our warranty, technically we're responsible for hardware issues. We're not responsible for like all of your games not being optimized and, you know, whatever. Like, that's not an us issue. We're not liable for that, but we still want to help you. You know, like, if someone's even if they're not our client, like, you know, we do tech support for people that didn't even get their machines from us. And honestly, we don't mind doing it because most of the time it's pretty straightforward. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, 98% of our tech support has nothing to do with hardware. You know, but you know, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, you know, I would say frequently it's hard to tell the difference, but, and you know, we want to help you work through your problems and use your machine and enjoy it, whether it's technically a hardware issue or not. But man, I have like contemplated, you know, like, I wonder if we did just like send Microsoft a tech support bill, like, would they pay it? you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, are they so big that like someone in their accounts payable would just, you know, like, assume like this is legit?
Yeah.
And just like send a check? You know, because that would be a big check.
Yeah, right.
You know, and I don't want to come off like I'm bitching, because again, I want you to get support if you have a problem, whether it's a hardware problem or not. But I do get annoyed when I see, and I get it. People, it's frustrating when something's not working the way you want it to. But I have also seen people like get snippy with our support staff. You know, like, what do you mean I gotta update the drivers? I've had the machine 3 years and it's never crashed before or whatever.
Mhm.
You know, no one told me I had to update the drivers. Like, I mean, nobody explicitly told you had to change the oil in your car when you bought it either, but you knew that, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you can't drive your Civic into the Honda dealer like with smoke pouring out the back when you roll 80,000 miles and be like, you know, I never changed the oil, but you'll take care of it under warranty, right? Like, you know, and honestly, most of the time we will anyways, but I don't want to put that out there too much because I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you got to take some responsibility for maintenance. Or we've had machines come back where like the radiators are just completely clogged with like pet hair. You know, I don't know why my CPU's overheating.
Yeah.
Because when you choke things, it can't breathe. Like, but you know, I do want everybody to get support. Like, even if it's not a hardware issue, I still want you to get support. And honestly, most of the support we do is not related anyways, and we don't mind doing it. But please do be polite to our support team if you're getting support.
Have you tried new sticks in 10?
New what?
New RAM sticks?
New memory modules?
Memory modules? Sorry. I'm gonna get it right up later.
That's the second thing Brad's done wrong since
Yep.
he's worked. That's the second time Brad's made a mistake since he's worked here. What's it been, like 3 years now?
Yeah.
In 3 years, Brad's made one mistake. Brad. Brad messed up one thing in 3 years.
I feel like that's a pretty good record.
It is a pretty good record. I kind of wish I had something else to rip on you about.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm running out of material. You know, you fobbed off that Intel meeting one time.
Yep.
And you know, I got nothing else. I got nothing else to hit Brad with, man. I got nothing else to hit him with. I have to get on him about saying RAM sticks.
He said he's looked over the crash logs, and it looks like it's because of memory allocation. Degrading performance over time, plus blue screen with memory allocation, game crash logs. It's all memory. Forgot to say, I checked the CPU pins and reseated it. All the cables to the motherboard, still the same issue. RAM orientation A2, B2 doesn't work. Huh.
That seems really weird that A2B2 wouldn't work.
Yeah.
What motherboard is this, man?
Yeah, what brand?
Is this some like bizarre board that came like...
It's a B450F.
So is that an Asus?
Let's look it up.
B450F.
ROG.
ROG. Republic of Gamers.
That is weird that it...
That's weird that it wouldn't work with A2B2.
Could it be a bad motherboard? Just...
I mean, it's really weird that it wouldn't work with A2B2.
Yeah.
Like, ever. If it's been like that forever, that's like, that's a bizarre... That's a bizarre case, for sure. Be like
Yeah.
if the droid from Star Wars was like R2-Q2.
Yeah.
Wait, what? That's not how it goes. You know? It's R2-D2, man. It's always been R2-D2. It's always been A2-B2.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't working like that from the beginning, like, man, I would have probably already made the board like right out of the gate if it's been like that for years.
Game stopped crashing after I ran only one stick. Yeah, because usually a unless I'm wrong, there's
Sounds like
issues
there's-
if you don't run.
Yeah, it sounds like
A2,
there's
B2, right?
sounds like there's some kind of like script error or something that's
Yeah.
getting generated when you go like past their one single module capacity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering because I've like seen older games like that too in some cases, like where you can get like a hex editor and fix, like because things will go out of the like a pagination error or whatever.
Yeah.
Especially if you're playing like on a modern like 4K monitor with like a 4080 and you're trying to play like some old like Sid Meier's games or whatever.
Yeah.
Just hypothetically, if you were somebody that did stuff like that, you might need to get like a hex editor and go into like the game file and change one of those ones to a 0 or whatever, so that you can change the pagination size and play like maybe Sid Meier's Railroads in 4K or something like that. I've seen stuff like that, hypothetically. I wish I actually understood like programming. Yeah, too dumb.
I
Although,
tried.
It's getting to the
Yeah.
point now though too, where like I do wonder, are they gonna be able to like just grab like tons and tons and tons of lines of code and just drop them into like Chat GPT and be like, debug this?
I
said they're working on. They said they're working on a low-level engineer coder AI
Yeah.
that will generate code that could eventually improve on itself and
Yeah.
therefore be the lead code engineer.
That's scary. That's the kind of shit, like,
I've seen YouTube videos.
do you want
where
RoboCop? Because that's how you get RoboCop.
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen YouTube videos where they like this guy, he recreates old classic games like
Yeah.
Doom, just
Mhm.
all doing ChatGPT saying like write me a script.
really?
Hey, someone
Yeah.
actually programmed Doom to a single PDF.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black and white, but it's Doom.
I mean,
It's a
Doom
whole
is
game.
Doom, bro. You know?
It's crazy that people are still trying to like emulate that game in different ways. Too.
I
Yeah.
posted something like that the other day. Like some of these games, some of these modern games, like even the ones that have like top like S tier graphics, like they just suck because the story's not compelling. Like it's not, you know what I mean? Like they're just
Yeah.
not interesting. And I don't want to, I mean, dude, there were games like, I don't know. Are you old enough to remember like Romance of the Three Kingdoms and like strategy games on like original Nintendo and Super Nintendo and stuff?
The name sounds familiar, but
And like
I've
the
never played it.
interfaces were like so shady and bad because it's like, how do you get like an advanced,
King's Quest, I remember.
like yeah,
King's
like
Quest.
like a for the time like an advanced user interface on like
Yeah.
a fucking Super Nintendo with
Yeah.
a controller, and you got to go through and like I remember playing those games like. Man, how much I learned about geography from like Uncharted Waters? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I remember, dude. I still play. I like once a year. I go play for a couple hours. I usually do it around my birthday. I play a couple hours of Sid Meier's Pirates. Game still slaps. I'm sorry. Like, it just does. I really still like that game. It's still a good game. Like, whatever.
We love those Sierra online games.
Yeah.
I remember Sierra.
Yeah, man.
There's a Sierra like down by Best Buy. It's like a clothing store or something.
Yeah.
But every time we drive by, I'm like,
You're like, hey.
Sierra, I know that.
They're just. I want exciting. Like I want some games just are fun.
Mhm.
Dude, I love that. Did anyone else play Dave the Diver?
I've not. I've heard really good
The
things.
game is so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like graphically, it's shit, but it's a fun game. Like it's fun, and you don't have to think about it too hard, which is good for someone like me, because I'm like thinking about hard things at work all day, and then I get home and I'm just out of thinking. I'm out of bandwidth.
Yep.
I just want to like, sit there and be like, fun. Yeah, because I'm out of bandwidth, man. Like, I can only focus on, like, mentally challenging tasks for so long before I'm just out of RAM myself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm off memory on this render, man. Like, I need to slow down. I probably don't have the highest capacity to begin with, And then I have the attention span of like a fly, which is challenging, but I don't know. They didn't have ADD. They didn't invent ADD yet when I was a kid. They were like, of course he can't sit still in school. He's 8. He wants to be fishing. He wants to be pulling minnows out of the creek with his friends. Instead, he's in school learning his multiplication tables. Of course he can't sit still. Like, you know what I mean? I remember that.
Cake Bandit Jr. says, TJ the GOAT. Howdy, stranger.
Cake Bandit Jr. Cake Bandit Jr. is the proud owner of a custom water-cooled 2080 Ti build we did. The Florida Gators one. The blue and orange one with, like, all the crazy stair steps and whatever.
I like that one.
Cake Bandit Jr. Hand
That's in,
delivered.
like a cooler master, right?
That's a Tower 900
Tower
build.
900.
I will remember that build forever, dude. That was one of the like more fun water cooled projects I did forever. How's the bakery business, man? Like, we delivered that machine down there because there was no way we were gonna be able to ship that hog.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun road trip, dude. I left Chicago at like 3:30 in the morning.
Oh,
Drove
wow.
all the way to South Georgia.
How long of the drive was that?
Long. And then
UPS would have destroyed it. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Then I turned around once I dropped it off and helped him like get it in and set up and everything. I turned around and drove all the way back to Chattanooga before I stopped. I couldn't drive anymore. I was like, run off the road.
Yeah.
I need to like pull over and sleep. So I just pulled over in a rest area and like slept in the car. Some ghetto like that. I'm not gonna pay for a hotel, bro.
Yeah.
No, I just want to sleep. It's like one of the few things that the Army gave me. I can sleep anywhere, anytime, like on command. I don't have to be comfortable to sleep. One of the very few gifts I possess. I do not have to be comfortable to sleep. I don't have to be, I can sleep when I'm hot. I can sleep when I'm cold. I can sleep when I'm sitting. When I was in the Army, I probably could sleep when I was standing. I think I can do that anymore, but I do not have to be comfortable. I do not have to be comfortable physically. I do not have to be comfortable in terms of temperature. I can be on an airplane and sleep. I can be on a bus and sleep. I can be in a car and sleep. Doesn't matter. I can be in a chair, on the couch. Doesn't matter.
Used to be able to
One of my few talents. And I can fall asleep in like 2 minutes. Like, it's this old SF guy taught me how to fall asleep fast when I was in the Army.
Yeah.
Because he was sleeping, like, while we were like flying around in a Black Hawk helicopter, and it was like harrowing, and bro's like asleep, and I'm like, how are you doing this? And he taught me this like method, and I've just applied it for 20 plus years since then. And Denise hates me because especially now that she's like pregnant and uncomfortable and like flopping and flipping and hot, cold and whatever, and she's not sleeping well because she's like huge and pregnant and uncomfortable and whatever, and like I get in bed at night and I'm like, okay, I'm going to sleep now. That's it, dude. Lights out. like maybe 2 minutes, and yeah, it's one of my few. I just clear the mechanism, dude, and just go to sleep. Like, I almost never even wake up.
Really?
Yeah.
Like even unless you have an alarm.
No, you can put an alarm clock like 6 inches from my face. I'm not gonna hear that shit. Like, it's, not happening. Like, I sleep like the dead, unless there's a sound that like doesn't belong. If my subconscious like processes an unexpected sound, I will wake up.
Huh.
But like I am, like the kids could be like setting off bombs in the basement and whatever, like does not wake me. It's weird.
Huh.
I sleep very soundly.
Skoden says, wait, where is this?
Wife hates me for it.
Army, we can sleep anywhere. 11B, baby.
Yep. 100%. Sleep anywhere. I used to like catch like in Ranger School. I used to sit on the little 3-drawer chest inside my wall locker, and, like lean forward and put my head against the side of the locker and like just grab like 10 minutes.
Oh,
So
wow.
so I'd sit on the little 3-drawer chest and like lean forward and put my head on the side of the wall locker and just nap for like 10 minutes. And it was so good. It gave me like such a lift. It gave me such a lift. Remember that.
Orith Gaming says he's 11C.
11C.
Active right now.
11C. 11 Charlie. That's a mortar, right? 11C is a mortar, I think. If I remember correctly. It's been a long time. Mortarman. Tube stuffer.
Opeth says, quick question, my PC just shipped yesterday, and it's very cold at the moment in the Northeast. I assume the PC will be very cold when it shows up, unless the truck is heated. Should I wait a couple hours to hook it up?
No, should be good. I mean, I might wait like, minutes. I might wait a couple minutes, but no, you should be all right. You should be good.
And it is mortars.
Yeah. Once you power up, it'll go to regular operating temperature relatively quickly. 11 Charlie. 11 Charlie is mortar man. 11 Bravo is just like straight leg infantry. Then if you get like airborne qualified, you get the little P identifier on the end. Because you have like an MOS, which is like 11 Bravo, 11 Charlie, 11 Hotel, which is like a tow gunner. Then you get like, I don't remember what all that was. Sorry, you get like 31 series was like commo. Like a 31 box is like a network switching systems operator, maintainer or something. And then you get like your special forces MOSs are like 18 series. So like all of your SF guys, like your actual like operators are like 18, and then they have your SF team has different specializations within your fire team, within your squad. So and I think for SF, you would have an officer that's like your squad leader. So in regular units, your squad leader is an enlisted. But you would have like a platoon leader that would be an officer. You would have a platoon sergeant that would be enlisted. But I think in SF you have an actual officer for a squad leader typically. I think. I was never SF, but then you would have your 18 MOSs would be like each squad would be divided into 2 fire teams, and your fire teams would have there'd be like a weapons sergeant and